In the heart of the city lived a girl everyone noticed. Her name was Alina. People often said she looked like summer itself, warm skin glowing under the sunlight, long dark hair flowing like silk, and eyes so deep they felt like midnight oceans. She had a confident walk, a natural grace, and a smile that could make strangers forget their worries. Yes, she was beautiful, stunningly beautiful. But what truly made her unforgettable was not just her appearance, it was the fire inside her heart. Alina was bold, ambitious, and independent. She believed in dreams, in hard work, and in loving without fear. She worked as a fashion designer in a small studio, sketching dresses that reflected her vibrant personality. Every design she created felt alive, as if stitched with emotion. One rainy evening, as thunder rolled across the sky, she met someone who would change her life forever. His name was Ayan. He was nothing like the glamorous people who usually surrounded Alina. Ayan was quiet, thoughtful, and carried a calmness that felt like peace after a storm. He worked at a small bookstore across the street from her studio. While Alina loved bright colors and attention, Ayan preferred simple shirts, old novels, and quiet corners. Their worlds were completely different. The first time they spoke was accidental. Alina had rushed out of her studio to escape the heavy rain. She ran straight into Ayan, who was holding a stack of books under his jacket. The collision sent papers and books flying into puddles. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," Alina exclaimed, brushing wet hair from her face. Ayan looked at her, stunned, not because of the accident, but because of her presence. She looked like a movie star caught in the rain, yet her eyes showed genuine concern. "It's okay," he said softly. "Books can dry. Are you all right?" She laughed lightly. "I should be asking you that." They gathered the books together under the bookstore's shade. That simple moment turned into a long conversation. They spoke about art, stories, dreams, and life. For the first time in a while, Alina felt someone wasn't just looking at her beauty, but listening to her soul. After that evening, she found reasons to cross the street more often. Sometimes she would bring him coffee. Other times, she would ask for book recommendations she never really needed. Ayan, though shy, began to look forward to her visits. Her energy filled his quiet shop with warmth. One day, as golden sunlight poured through the bookstore window, Ayan handed her a novel. "This story reminds me of you," he said. Alina raised an eyebrow playfully. "Is it about a dramatic queen?" He smiled. "No, it's about a woman who looks strong on the outside, but is secretly afraid of being truly seen." For the first time, Alina fell silent. He was right. Behind her bold appearance and confident charm, she carried insecurities. People admired her beauty, complimented her looks, but few tried to understand her heart. Many wanted her attention, but none had taken the time to know her fears, except Ayan. As days turned to weeks, their bond deepened. They would walk through the city at night, sharing secrets under streetlights. She would talk about her childhood dreams of becoming famous. He would speak about his fear of never being enough. "You are enough," she would say firmly. "And so are you," he would reply. But love is rarely simple. Alina's popularity began to grow. Her designs were noticed by a major fashion company. Soon, she was invited to glamorous parties, high-profile events, and photo shoots. Cameras followed her. Social media exploded with her pictures. People called her the hottest rising designer in the city. Ayan watched from a distance. He was proud of her, truly proud, but a small part of him began to feel invisible. The more the world noticed her beauty, the more he wondered if he still fit in her shining life. One evening, at an elegant rooftop party, Alina introduced Ayan to her new colleagues. "This is my boyfriend," she said confidently. He felt a mixture of joy and discomfort. The men around her wore expensive suits. The women carried luxury handbags. Ayan felt simple, ordinary. Later that night, he grew quiet. "What's wrong?" Alina asked gently as they stood near the balcony. "I just don't want to hold you back," he admitted. "You deserve someone bigger," he admitted. "Someone who matches your world." She looked at him, hurt flashing across her face. Do you think I care about that? I just don't want to hold you back. You're not holding me back, she said firmly. You're the only thing keeping me grounded. But insecurity is a powerful enemy. Days passed with small arguments. Ayan began distancing himself, believing she would eventually leave him for someone more glamorous. Alina, frustrated by his silence, threw herself deeper into work. Then came the night that changed everything. Alina had her first major fashion show. The entire hall was filled with flashing cameras and applause. She walked onto the stage in a breathtaking red dress she had designed herself. She looked powerful, radiant, unstoppable. The crowd cheered, but as her eyes scanned the audience, she noticed one empty seat, the one she had saved for Ayan. Her heart sank. After the show, she left the celebration early. Without caring about the press or interviews, she rushed across the street to the bookstore. The lights were still on. She pushed the door open, finding Ayan rearranging shelves. "You didn't come," she whispered. He avoided her gaze. "I didn't need you there." "Yes, I did," she shouted, tears forming in her eyes. "I don't care about cameras. I don't care about fame. I care about you. I love you, not because of what you have, not because of how you look, but because you see me." Silence filled the shop. "I was scared," Ayan finally admitted. "Scared that one day you'll realize I'm not enough." She walked toward him and held his hands. "Listen to me," she said softly. "Beauty fades, fame changes, but the way you make me feel, that's real. When I'm with you, I'm not the hot girl or the rising star. I'm just Alina." Tears rolled down his cheeks. "And that's who I love," he whispered. That night, under the soft glow of bookstore lights, they chose each other again, not because it was easy, but because it was real. Years passed. Alina's career continued to rise, but she never let it control her heart. Ayan expanded the bookstore into a cozy cafe, filled with art and poetry. They supported each other's dreams without competition, without insecurity. People still admired Alina's beauty, strangers still called her stunning, but those who truly knew her understood something deeper. Her real beauty wasn't in her glowing skin or captivating smile. It was in the way she loved fiercely, in the way she fought for her relationship, in the way she chose authenticity over attention. And every evening, when the city lights shimmered and the world grew quiet, she would sit beside Ayan in their bookstore cafe. No cameras, no glamour, just two souls connected by trust and understanding. One night, as they closed the shop, Ayan looked at her and said, "You know, you still look like summer." She laughed softly, "And you still feel like home." And that was their love story, not built on perfection or appearance, but on courage, vulnerability, and the simple decision to stay. Because sometimes the hottest girl in the room is not the one who shines the brightest, but the one who loves the deepest.